Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello, hello, hello.
We are back. KJ, we can finally say it, dude.
Finally saying it.
Ooh.
KJ's in the chat.
Okay. I'm not.
Everyone in the
I'm-
chat, you can finally say it. Go ahead.
Let him
Spam.
rip.
Let's see
KJ's
some
in the
Get your
chat.
KJs in
KJs
the
in.
chat.
It's time.
I've already seen nothing but KJs in the chat.
Real.
I know
I'm
there's
not.
a
I'm
backup.
not unenthusiastic. I'm just really sick. But woo,
Yeah.
KJ. Woo, KJ.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Oh my God.
Sorry. Sorry. I should leave the coughing to you, right? Or can I have that this episode?
Oh yeah, you can cough this time. It's
Okay.
I've coughed enough, I think. But yeah, welcome everyone. This is episode 23 of Dojocast. Today's guests, we have two guests this time. We have Stealth, and we have Mr. KJ over here, Mr. Killajoule. Mr.
Hello.
Killajoule.
Hello.
What are you guys doing?
Wow.
It's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been trying to ignore this for many years now, and it's finally happening. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm still confused, and hopefully we can get some of that confusion out today. But
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be
first of all, wait, why am I still a chicken?
I mean, I thought you'd take care of it, man.
Hey,
I mean,
hey, you know what? I'm okay with this.
is it like?
hey,
Is it?
this
Is
my
it comfy? Is it cozy?
honestly, I feel wet all over, and
Oh.
it's kind of. Anyways, announcements. We have announcements this time. We do.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone. It's tradition. I know we don't want to do this, but we have to do it because it's tradition. All right. Dojo Christmas Carol is going on strong, and we're gonna be singing, guys. Okay.
yes.
I can sing.
Yes, this year we're going to be caroling. We're going to be singing. It's the most wonderful time of the year. All right. You don't have to be good at singing. I actually prefer you not to be good. The most important thing, you guys, is be loud and proud. Okay, don't be shy. Go into the car or the closet with your phone and record it if you have to. But yeah, we're gonna do it this year, and then we're gonna release it on Christmas Day. Okay, guys. Link is in the description below to join the carol. What else? The due date. Due date is the 22nd, so you only have 1 week from
Why?
tomorrow. Okay,
Yep.
1 week. It's
Yep.
not that hard. Okay, it just takes 3 minutes to record it. Just get
But
it over with.
Hyun, what if
Yeah.
you're really sick and can't get your vocal in on time?
Even better.
Yeah,
Hey, I don't care if you sound like Corpse Husband singing his next track. Hey, even better. Okay, so
Listen, the consequence is if you don't turn it in, that you will spontaneously combust. So be sure
Ooh.
to do it,
Yeah.
or you will engulf in
Exactly.
flames upon the
Exactly.
due date expiring.
Oh,
So get it
very
done.
well.
yes. It's gonna be fun, guys. It's gonna be horrible, but that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So yeah, that's the announcements for today, everyone. Christmas is coming along. Let's go ahead and get this podcast started, shall we?
All right, I will start us off then with our patented now staple starting question or topic, which is the introduction into both of you today. So I'm gonna ask you both, Stealth and KJ, when and how did you get started? We'll go ahead and start with Stealth.
All right then. So I mean, first of all, hello everybody. I'm Stealth, aka the Sassy Owl.
How you
and,
doing?
I'm doing good. It's great to be here. I knew it was a long time coming, but it's always fun watching these.
Yeah.
But as far as animation goes, I started like maybe around when I was like 11, 12 years old.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like
Prime
I
time.
think like the animation that like got me like started, like I saw like pivot animations and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
there's like one animator in particular that got me into it, and his name is Pivot Pro 333, I think is what it was.
Pivot
He-
Pro. I never heard of him.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he made like they're like Dragon Ball Z pivot animations, and they're called
Oh,
like
dude.
the most
Yeah.
insane battle in the universe or something like that. And it's just like that, but just changed with every animation.
Yeah, I love those
But-
back in the day. The DBZ pivot
Oh, yeah.
animations. Yeah,
Oh,
those are so
yeah.
hype.
Yeah, they're great. It's just like just how smooth they were and like everything like that just really stuck out to me.
Mhm.
So I tried to like use pivot, and naturally like they came out. I mean, I thought they were great at the time, but now looking back at it, it's like
It's always rough looking back.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
my first pivot animation was it's just it's funny to look back on. Like sometimes I think about like remaking it to see how it would turn out, but
Mhm.
it's like yeah, that's what I started with, and then I had moved on to like around the time I'm not sure if it was Turquoise or Hyun. It might have been like Drunken Stick.
Oh
And
yeah.
No
that
shot.
stuck
Oh,
out to me.
yeah.
No way, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's so weird.
Actually, wait, hold on. I think I skipped over something. I went
yeah.
through so many animation programs.
Oh, really?
I
All right,
went.
list them out. List them out for us.
I started with Pivot, and then I went to. I feel like this is one that not many people are going to know of, but it's called Tisfat.
I
Oh,
know
I
Tisfat.
remember that. Oh my god.
Dude, we shat on
Yo.
Tisfat so bad back
We
then. Oh my
did.
god, I'm so sorry about
Like that was
so sorry.
It was so fun.
That's crazy. I totally forgot.
I could never figure it out. Like it, I think like the whole like keyframing tweening thing didn't really work too much for me.
Yeah.
So then I gravitated towards Easy Tunes,
Okay. Yeah.
and that was really fun to use.
Easy
like that.
Tune was really popular.
Yeah. Oh
Whoa!
god.
Whoa! Okay.
Whoa!
What's going on?
Okay, okay.
Anyways,
yo.
Calm down back there. We're running a show.
Whoa, okay.
Jesus.
People.
But then, yeah, after Easy Tunes, I made like maybe like one or two animations in Easy Tunes. I lost them unfortunately, but I love them. And then after that, that's when like Drunken Stick came up, and like the tutorials that I still go back to them sometimes just to look at
No
them.
way.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I had made one of my my first Flash animation, and I'm still proud of it to this day. It's a very simple thing.
Which animation was it? Maybe we can watch it.
Is it
really quick.
searchable?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get it real quick. But it's just a very simple stick figure fight, just like one guy versus like two guys.
Ah, dude, I love watching everyone's like first stick figure animations. It's just amazing to see how far people go. And oh yeah, this one. Can you bring it up, Atena?
Yep.
And then
Oh.
after-
Like, look at that.
Let's see it.
Is it supposed to be
the
playing?
intro
Oh, it
is very long because
I see.
syncing to the music.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, there.
Not knowing how to edit the music, so you're like, well, all right, 45 seconds of idle.
Yeah, this is not bad, dude.
Not
For
bad
the
at
first
all,
one, dude. So
No,
cool.
It's just when I finished that, I was so proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And then
Oh,
What?
don't worry about that. That's gonna happen a few times.
and then after that, that's like when Turquoise inspired me heavily, and like with the Shock series and stuff. And then my
Mhm.
style kind of transitioned over more to like trying to replicate his style a bit, and that's like how this animation came to be.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I see the red and greens.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, the line, right background. Yeah. Oh
You got
yeah.
Mr. Red over there, of course.
Mr. Red.
yep. And it's like,
You got that Arial font.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
white
Yeah.
background. Yeah,
The
dude.
fading the text in and out. Oh yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's mainly around the time I got started. Like from there, that's pretty much the history, I would say, because that's like around my junior or sophomore year of high school when I like released this.
Yeah.
And
Dang,
then
I've never seen this.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's like
improvement
a-
is there.
whole different YouTube channel.
So when did you kind of like start experimenting with like the crazy anime style that everyone kind of knows you for now?
That is a good question.
Because that like when that whole KJ series thing came out, because that was like a huge eye opener. I was like, what the heck? This skill jump was insane, you know?
Honestly, I think it's when my duels started. That may have been when I started to venture more into like anime style animation.
Mm.
And then the KJ animation in particular, that well, I'll probably get into that later on how like all that went down, but
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
like
that's-
that's with the duels and stuff when I started to experiment. It's just
Yeah,
that
like
would be
Yeah, if I
that's
was
impressive.
tools.
That's impressive.
Oh, I know.
Thank you.
Hang on. Was it the God, what was your first duel?
it was a Pitch versus Elias.
Oh yeah,
That's 8. Yo, that was 8 years ago.
And
it was, dude.
What?
Yeah, time is rough, man.
Yeah.
What?
I got it. The colors are so saturated.
Oh yeah, I mean that's common, dude. That's common. Like
My
when you're
favorite part of
starting
this
off,
duel is I love those stars. You know what I mean?
No, please,
Yeah.
please, we don't talk about the stars. Those stars bring me pain. Oh yeah, this was heavily inspired by Kix.
Oh yeah.
He's like
yeah.
my favorite animator.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can see like the transition into angles. You know,
Uh-huh.
more of
Yeah,
the anime style just coming
forgot
into
to-
fruition.
I forgot to mention like Zeta Brand. I'm big fan of Zeta Brand.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
of course. That was Zeta Brand. Oh.
But man, looking back at this, like I'm still some of these shots I still really like, but those stars I hate them.
Wow, that's so cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
But man, I really do want to get back into duels again because they're just fun to do, but they're just so time consuming.
Oh yeah. So transitioning over to Mr. Kilojoule. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
So when did you get started? And did you have like a specific animation that got you into stick figure animation?
I guess first off, I'll just give me my little intro. To,
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Kilojoule, also known as KJ. I'm known for the Roblox thing or whatever. I'm that one character, but I do animate actually. So I also actually started when I was 12, roughly, like 12 going on 13, and the animations that kind of inspired me to start stick figure animation, it was two. One of them was this pivot animation that was very simply titled Pivot Fight. And
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I've tried to go back and find it, and it gets so hard to find it.
Very
nowadays.
Googleable.
But yeah, it was by this channel, if I remember correctly. The name was like Known Ghost. Like unknown, but I think they forgot an N and just rolled with it. Yeah, I saw that and I thought that was really sick. And then I saw the Shock series, and Shock
Oh,
2
yeah.
in particular at that point in
Yes,
time
sir.
was I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to do me some of this."
Oh, yeah.
So I went and I got Pivot, as one does. And I made a few pivot animations. Now, unfortunately, I cannot backlog like Stealth can, because the original YouTube channel that I had that had all those old animations, I deleted that channel. So,
Damn.
It's a shame.
and as those are also not on this computer, those are just kind of in the void, gone as if they never existed, which, looking back on, very tragic. I wish I had not done
Yeah,
that.
dude.
But,
Right, yeah.
it is what it is. But yeah, so those were my two main inspirations to, I guess, start delving into it. And then when I got started, I was very heavily on Hyun's tutorials to get started.
No,
with,
why
especially-
you do those
yeah.
tutorials are so
Especially-
bad. dude.
There's
They're so
always Yo's
bad.
tutorials.
Yeah.
especially when it came down to moving on from Pivot. Like, Hyun's tutorials are the reason I got Macromedia Flash.
Oh
Hey.
God.
So that was how I started switching over to Flash, and I don't remember much of the timeline from when I started on Flash, but I do know that fairly early into it, Doors 4 was beginning to be hosted.
Got it.
So
Oh.
one of my earliest Flash animations actually was an entry for Doors 4, which, as you might expect, got rejected. But
Damn.
hey, it is what it is. I made it into Doors 5, so
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go.
we ball.
We ball.
But yeah, from that point, I think people who kind of inspired me going forward were like, the classic Turquoise, Hyun. I think those were like the main two when I was really early in. Resh
Damn.
became a point of inspiration as well.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
When he started popping off. It's pretty much like I had seen Zetabrand, and I was like, I thought all their stuff was very cool. I was not as much of a fan of them per se as, like, say, Stealth is, because hey, listen.
Listen.
I found myself a bit more drawn to the more, like, how to say it, I guess smoother is the word I will go for
Yeah,
lack of a better
that was the
term. It
divide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Now, granted, it's not like I could see the skill behind Zetabrand, and I still think they are very good, very cool stuff. Their stuff still inspires me as well. It's just when it came to, like, say, Turquoise in particular, I really enjoyed how well choreographed his stuff was and how, like, smooth the animation was.
Mhm.
And I think to this day that kind of stuff inspires how I animate today.
Yeah.
So
I've
that
seen
would be,
I've seen well, from the video here, you've kind of dabbled in some like full body animations.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
So-
like, yeah, where did that kind of come from? Is that like before or after stick figures?
This is definitely after the stick figures. There was certain points where I had thought about transitioning into full body, and
I
I
see.
simply was not a good enough artist. So
Hmm.
didn't do that. I actually recently graduated from an animation school. So
Got it.
Oh,
got
Oh,
it.
wow.
that is where so, like, in the animation reel, you probably just saw most of the, like, full body stuff that's in there was from my school.
I see. I see. Cool. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
at least you dabbled in it, because
Yeah,
you
well,
never
I plan
know.
to dabble a little more. I'm in a bit of a transitionary period, you could say. Like, I want to say about maybe like half of the upcoming projects I have are still stick figures, but then the other half are most likely going to be full body. So
Yeah.
Cool.
there's a little transition beginning to take place. But yeah, because that's sort of what I always want to do. Like, it started off as like a stick figure thing, and then I kind of just realized, like, I just really like animation, and I don't
Right.
necessarily
Yeah.
want to just do like stick figures forever. I don't think I'll ever like give it up per se,
Hmm.
but I definitely wouldn't mind being in a position where, like, stick figure animation is more of like a backseat thing, and I do full body more like primarily.
Right.
Hmm. Cool.
So,
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
That's what that is all about. What did I have anything else I wanted to add to that intro? No, I don't really think so. Oh, actually, ironically enough, or maybe not ironically, but a funny little thing is actually Stealth himself became a little point of inspiration to me, just kind of throughout the course of our friendship.
Oh.
Of
So
course.
that was a thing.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to ask you
right.
guys next. Was like, how did you guys meet?
Here we go.
I got this one.
No, I wanted to ask this too because like I always see you guys together, and like I've never not seen you guys together. So like,
So,
So like, when are we expecting kids?
yeah.
oh my god. Okay, so funny little story. I challenged him to a dojo duel.
Got it.
Yeah.
From an animation perspective, that was low-key one of the worst mistakes I ever made. I got my ass handed to me. But Stealth kind of went on to become one of my best friends, so I regret nothing.
That's so cool.
But the general story was pretty much, it was a bit funny. I had seen Pish's Duelist demo, and I was kind of, at that particular point in time, I wanted to kind of challenge myself with who my next opponent was going to be. So it wasn't particularly like about winning per se. It was more so of like, I was feeling like I wasn't putting my full effort into my animations, and so I wanted to duel someone who I would absolutely need to put my all into the animation to like even have a fair fight against.
Yeah.
And mistakenly, I looked at Fish's Duelist demo, and I was like, yeah, I could take this guy. I had no idea what Stealth was. I'm not going to lie to you. So I was like, yeah, if I try really hard, I could maybe clutch out a win here. I did not account for the fact that he would be like 2 times better by the time our duel happened.
Yeah, dude, like Pish was like super underrated in my opinion, like kind of under the radar, but like also, you know, Stealth was a really good animator back then.
Yeah,
not a lot of people
He's
knew.
terrible now.
Yeah.
Yeah, naturally, I really fell off.
yeah, he's pretty a little fun trivia fact. I actually challenged Afrotyke before Stealth, and he was or Afrotique. I was never trying to say his name. He was too busy though, so he did not accept my my challenge.
Yeah.
But
He was also a very good animator. Oh my gosh.
Afrotique was someone who I was going in like, if he accepts it, I know I'm losing, but
yeah, for the experience, you know.
Exactly.
It was kind of funny when I saw his message on Hyun's dojo, because it was like, because I had got a few dojo requests, and usually I go in there and I'll see like the character, and I'm like, is this a good matchup for Pish? Like, could I make like a narratively good duel with this character and make it entertaining? And most of the time it was like, nah, I don't really see it happening. And then, and then he messaged me with Kid Jade. I'm like, I look at Kid Jade, I'm like, you know what? Why not? let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And then the rest is just history.
Yeah, I remember him. Pretty much his reply to my challenge was that like, he had average Sahara to finish up, and he was like,
was that around that time?
It was, yeah. It was. I challenged you while you were working on it, and you pretty much were like, "Yeah, I got to finish this animation, and then yeah, I'm down to challenge you if you haven't found another opponent by then, because something about your duelist makes me want to duel them."
I don't think it was average Sahara. I think it was average Pirates.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was Pirates. My bad.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah. This led to me getting his Skype. I don't remember how exactly, but we exchanged Skype. This was back in the Skype days.
I have no idea.
For those of you who are not old, Skype was the old Discord, basically.
Pretty much. So we pretty much would like message on Skype just to, be like, oh yeah, you give me a little bit of updates on the animation, how it was going along, and we're basically just making sure that the duel still is happening. And I don't know, somehow that just led to we're still friends like almost 10 years later.
So I really
that's
don't know
awesome.
how it happened. It just did.
I mean, yeah, like I've had friends like that too, where like, it's just randomly on the dojo, and then all of a sudden we're just freaking chatting it up every single day. I mean, that was like with me and Endo back in the day. But yeah, that's really cool how you guys are still kind of really good friends to this day, and that's like years and years and years later.
Yeah, it's almost 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, like I can imagine you guys like growing old, like old geezers on a porch, just like talking about old animations from 2020.
Remember the Skype days?
Yeah. But yeah, cool. I did not know that. That's very cool. Like I almost thought you guys were brothers. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, at this point, might as well be.
Yeah, honestly.
But have you guys ever met up, or are you guys just
Yes,
like
we
you know,
have,
yeah,
actually.
we have actually. Yeah,
That's so cool. That's so
this
Funnily
year
enough,
actually.
yeah, it was
oh,
this
this
year.
year. This year.
wow.
Nice, nice.
Yes, I pulled up to his hometown for his birthday.
It was fun.
That's so cool.
Are you guys pretty far apart otherwise, or within the same state?
I live in
or-
Canada, and
Yeah, and I live in
so-
Florida.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So
wow.
not close at all.
Yeah,
Nope.
Yeah. Like completely
That's-
separate hemispheres.
yeah. It's
Well,
always
okay,
crazy.
We're both East Coast, so
Yeah, still same time zone. So
I
Okay,
guess
that's
it works out.
But yeah, all the people that I've met were close to me, like Jom and McCool and all that. Like they just happened to live close to me, and we ended up like being roommates and
wow.
stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's always
lucky.
cool. It's always cool meeting you know, online friends and like see them in the flesh. You know what I'm saying?
it's kind of funny. Like every animation friend that I've made, like I guess through this community, not one of them even lives in my country. And in fact, the only person who I was aware of in the community, at least, who was kind of like prominent, I guess you could say, who lives in my country, is Shadow Crow.
Oh, really?
Shadow Crow actually is from the same city as me. I came
Oh,
to-
wow.
Oh, no way.
Nice.
Yeah. I actually almost went to the same school as him at one point.
Wow.
Oh, yo.
Wow. It's a small world out there, man. You never
Yep.
know who's
It
like right
is.
next to you. But yeah, like so I noticed you guys I mean with the KJ project and stuff like that, you guys usually animate together now, right? On like projects.
Yeah, we. Well, I guess in the next KJ one, we'll be officially animating together.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
definitely become more of a frequent occurrence. We still have our own like solo projects here and there, but yeah, the KJ stuff started off as just stealth, and then at one point me and King made one, and then Stealth and King made one, and then all
Mhm.
three of us are making the next one.
Yeah, it was funny how it starts out because
Yeah.
KJ had no idea that the KJ series was going on. It was just a silly joke.
Oh, he had no idea.
No idea. It's just our our friend Yunero.
You narrow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
they're the very same. This is all Yoniro's fault.
He started
Oh,
to kill KJ Day.
Yeah.
That's so
then-
funny.
Yeah,
You'll never guess the reason.
All right, no, tell us what is the reason?
All right, so little trivia fact. I don't know when this happened, but at some point, Yoniro got to seeing my face, and Yoniro, you must understand, is older than I am, and I apparently look older than he does, and he didn't like that.
I see.
At some point, we had our dual faction, Crimson Syndicate. We had a little Discord server, and
Mhm.
one day it was on February 20th. I don't remember which year exactly, but on a particularly February 20th, Yaniro announces to the server, "Hey guys, today's Kill KJ Day. Make sure you kill KJ." and then Stealth rushed down an animation.
Yeah,
which
I
made it
heard
released the
that.
day after.
That was rushed.
This was 2018. Like the
Wait,
very
this
first
was
one is called
rushed?
Slap.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. The first one, yeah. That
the
one was
very
rushed.
first one in there.
So that's where it started.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
And then, like the next year on February 20th, I made the next one.
Yeah.
Actually, the second one was a collab. I did the
Yeah.
KJ Kill KJ collab.
Oh
I know
my
Hatena
God,
was
I
part of
remember
that,
that
one.
one.
Hatena was part of
no,
that one.
I remember your very first DM to me was to ask me to join that stupid collab. And then I proceeded to make the worst entry possible.
Oh,
I think the funniest thing about that collab for me was that Hichi spoiled it to me.
Yeah,
I didn't know you
Ah.
guys were making it, but me and Hichi were kind of like friends. And then at some point, he kind of like left the community because he went to join the army. And then he came back. I didn't even know he was back. And he messaged me on Discord one day. He's like, "Oh, hey KJ, how you doing? How you been?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. How are you?" And he goes, "Yeah, bro, I'm in the KJ collab." I'm like, "The what?"
And I wasn't invited.
Just want to point out, Yanero just donated $5 in super chat saying what?
Hey, there he is.
Hey, Yanero,
There he
well,
is.
welcome.
Yanero's
You've been name dropped as promised.
So speaking of KJ, like we like to call this the KJ phenomenon, right?
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
I mean, before it even became a phenomenon, I had no idea like what this was all about, because obviously this is like an inside joke between a group of friends.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
thing.
So I'm like, dude, who is this stick figure with like the letters on his face? Like this is so random.
Oh God, Jesus!
Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
God. Oh my God.
What's going on?
Good.
Hey, y'all gotta calm down back there.
Yo, this is a
Jesus.
stage, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Be
Have
civilized.
Yeah.
some respect.
Gee, anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, so Jay, are we good?
Are we
we
good?
safe?
I
think I just saw somebody get launched.
We're fine.
I'm getting the thumbs up from production. We're all right.
All right, cool.
Production
So-
is me, by the way.
What I know, like the most that I know is that KJ was the popularity of KJ kind of boomed a few months ago, and it was all from this game that we're in right now, this Roblox game, right?
Yes.
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 And that's pretty much all I know. And like in our in our podcast, people would just start spamming KJ, and we would have zero idea why it was happening, and like yeah, and it just kept happening since. So like, when
So
did
your
you
first
guys kind of
mistake
first
was,
notice that?
Your first mistake was putting KJ's final ride on the Dojo YouTube channel.
You're right. You're 100% right. Oh my
At least
God.
it was fine back then.
It was.
The before times.
The before times.
But yeah, I would say I noticed it like after KJ had got announced for TSB, and then everybody started. The first thing was that somebody had messaged me saying that KJ's final ride had blew up on TikTok. I
Mhm.
remember seeing that.
Yeah, it did.
And then I started seeing more, and that actually kind of made me salty a little bit, because naturally they didn't credit back to the original creator. But
Of course.
Of course.
naturally. But yeah, then it like blew up in TSB, and people were like, "Who is this KJ character?" And they started like tracing it back to YouTube, and they're just typing like KJ or like KJ TSB or whatever, and they would find the Dojo KJ's channel and my channel, and then that's how it kind of started to blow. They're like, "Oh, KJ's from here," and funnily enough, there are still some people that are like, "KJ's from TSB," and I'm like, "No, he is not."
Of course. I mean, like, so what is TSB for those that don't know?
It is a
The best
Roblox
sauce.
game. It
Right.
it stands
Yeah,
for the
right.
strongest battlegrounds. It's just a
Strongest
game where
Battleground.
like they put and you can play as different anime characters and just fight each other.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really
from-
what
from-
it boils down to.
From what I
And-
could gather from it, from at least the time that KJ was starting to be added to it, it was pretty much like just One Punch Man characters. But I think they've started adding from other anime. I'm not sure. But it seems to primarily be like a One Punch Man based Roblox game.
Got
yeah,
it.
that is what it seems like.
And obviously, this game is widely popular. I don't know how many active players they have, but it has to be a lot, right? Because
It's very
It's quite a few.
popular. To garner like millions of views from this is wild
Yeah.
to me.
yeah, it's
Across
kind of
like multiple channels.
it's kind of insane, yeah, because like you see, just random fans comparing the game footage to the animation, and like just so many views, both to like the video, but to your channels as well. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about it. It just happened out of nowhere. Like we weren't even expecting that. You know?
Yeah,
It was funny because well, I mean, hold on. This might be something we might get into later. I don't know. No, but I do kind of remember when it first. I guess when we were first requested for KJ to be added to TSB, I didn't do much looking into what the game really was. I just kind of got a message from some Roblox developer who was like, "Hey, could we add KJ to TSB?" And I was like, "Okay, go ahead, bro, knock your stuff out." And,
go wild.
Turns out it was way bigger than I ever could have anticipated.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, and like the devs are pretty cool about it too, and they're obviously very talented when it comes to like all the animations and stuff. But
yeah, look at this reanimation.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. But yeah, it's hard to not underestimate Roblox, because like it seems like such a meme, but it's like when I first played games on Roblox, I was like, oh my god, this is actually mind blowing, because everything is just free. You have access from computer, phones, like pretty much everywhere. So yeah, it's kind of like a weird universe that's kind of colliding with our animation stick figure universe.
It's kind of funny because it's the only reason that I went back to Roblox, because the last time I played Roblox I was probably like 14 years old. And it changed so much to be able to
I think that's probably around the age I was when I started playing Roblox as well.
Dude, I'm like in my 30s, and you know I sometimes just hop on, play some Phantom Forces or Bad Business. It's really fun, dude. It's kind of hard to like, they're just really good games. Like they're even better than AAA companies sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
They
I've
are.
seen some wild games on there. Like the things you can do with Roblox is just insane.
It is, especially from like the last time I played the game. I did not think it would grow to be something like this. Like I remember when I was playing Roblox, it was mostly just stuff like there was like obstacle course type mini games.
Yeah. The main thing I played in Roblox was like the Demolition Derby game. That's all I really played. That was shit.
But yeah, like so you said you mentioned the developers reached out. Like are you guys kind of close with the developers now, or is it just kind of like you guys are both doing your own thing?
You lunch on every weekend.
I wouldn't say we're necessarily close, but we're like definitely like cool with each other. Like they'll still like commission me to like make stuff for the game.
Oh really?
Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, like sometimes I would do like impact frames or whatever. And I know for like the KJ update, I recently drew the banner for it, the thumbnail for it. So I was like, that's cool. That's really cool.
So now like the original animator is now kind of working along with the project. That's pretty cool how they kind of reached out to you like that. Because like it's one thing if they just like rip your character and then run away with it, but like I'm glad that they're kind of working alongside you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they had messaged like they're like, yo, we're really big fans of like your KJ, your animations and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know that it would turn into like this big Roblox game, but it was still cool to hear that.
I think that's kind of where I also just kind of signed off on it and thought nothing of it. Like I think they asked Stealth first, and then they came to ask me as well, because I am KJ.
Hey, Stealth, could we have rights to use KJ?
We're just gonna borrow your friend real quick.
They had messaged me, and they also mentioned we're fans of all the KJ stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and deny a fan project. You do you, bro. Well, look where we are now.
And
now we're in that project right now.
Right now. Very cool.
What's funny for me is I experienced it in a very unique way because my kiddo's 10, and he plays Roblox like every day. And he also separately has seen a lot of stick figure animations with me, and so we had seen your animation. Like he has like a little couch, a little like pull-out sofa in his room, and we just sat there one day watching a bunch of the stuff on Hyun's Dojo, and that was one of the things he watched.
That's adorable.
He's like, Papa, do we want to watch stick figure animations? I'm like, yes. Yes,
That's awesome.
yes, I do.
That's so cool.
So we watched it, and then like 2 days later, he just like kicks my door open. He's like, "Papa, there's KJ on Roblox." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Look," and I was like, "It's the same thing." He's like, "It's KJ," and he like brings me. He's like shocked, eyes wide open, just points to the screen, he's like, "Look at it," and it was. I was like, "What?" Had a very unique experience into the because I knew nothing about the Roblox side of it at all until that moment, and then I was like, "Oh," and it was huge, and we're like, "What?" And it just kept going and going and going. But yeah,
this is just amazing.
Papa, KJ's on Roblox.
Man, I wish I could find someone to be that excited about stick figures with in real life.
I know. It's
True.
Have you
Like,
tried
you can
making
get that with
people?
your son. That's so
Have you tried
wholesome.
making people?
I
You tried
tried.
making people. It's nuts, dude. It's crazy.
It's too much effort.
Well, fortunately for me, I have a little brother and he plays Roblox, and so like his friends kind of know about TSB a little bit. So now I'm like, hey, you get to say you're related to KJ.
Yep, and they'll never believe him. They'll never believe him.
They'll never believe.
No, tears in his friend's eyes. Why? No, you're not your brother. Shut
You're
up.
lying.
You're lying.
Oh yeah, and Stone knows Goku for sure.
Yeah, my kid has insane lore that he's not believed at all at school of anything. Yeah, this is one of them too. I was like, you can tell your friends about KJ. So he's like, they're not gonna get it, Papa.
It's kind of funny how big it blew up too, because I've been seeing like kids on like the internet cosplaying KJ in real life, and I'm just like, that's wild.
We have to bring it up. We have to bring it up.
You gotta show it, dude.
And we also, I mean, this is you guys were kind of showing us a little bit before we started this, but yeah, all those like real life versions of the moves and stuff is
Oh yeah, pull it up.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's
so
insane.
funny.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm
cool.
saying. Like, it's a phenomenon. It's
It
where
is.
people are
Guys.
just making fans.
we're getting live action
You know,
remakes of
this is
KJ in real
absolutely
time.
something I would have done as a kid.
100%.
Let me see if I can find this.
The in-game and then mimicking it in real life.
I love the fire tornado. It's
I
great.
love this video.
It's so good.
Oh,
God,
man.
it's such wholesome energy.
I can just see
It
the
really is.
inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I had
This is how it all starts, dude.
I recently had got like an email of like this mother reaching out to me saying like I have these two kids and like they're just obsessed with KJ. Like we'll be in the middle of the store and they'll ask me to do a 20-20-20 drop kick. It's just very wholesome. Like
I love that.
I think
That's
one of my, I guess, personal favorite impacts, at least in regards to the animation I actually made that's in the series, which was KJ versus Stealth. Because of something, well, I imagine we'll get into a little bit later. There are certain, like, I guess, side games you could say that people have made that are basically just centered around the KJ characters and like their moveset or whatever. And
Yeah.
because those exist, I now have people who pretty much come into my comments and name some of the moves for me that I have not bothered naming.
Oh my god! It's like they know you more than you know yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Like
We made you.
there was
That's
like a particular move that I animated in KJ versus Stealth that made it into these other games, and so now I get people who like timestamp it and be like, "Look, guys, it's signature kick," or "Oh, look, guys, it's the KJ combo." And I'm like, I never named it.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy because the KJ series as a whole has amassed over 20 million views on
that's crazy.
on both of our channels. So like,
Wow.
and that's just our channels. That's not even the stolen content on TikTok. I'm pretty sure on TikTok it's like
Oh, there's
100
stolen
million.
content on YouTube too, and I had to sift through
Oh.
like, hundreds of.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
more
Stealth is thousands.
Yes. I just gave up, to be honest. It's like over 3,000.
Wow.
There was some that I'm just like, oh, whatever. It's a little annoying. I'll get rid of this one. There was one that actually annoyed me a little bit. Somebody re-uploaded KJ versus Stealth and then said that Stealth made it, and I'm just like,
Oh,
ooh.
yeah,
I guess I made it now.
Oh man.
But yeah, I guess congrats on the random success. I mean, I feel like
Yes, thank you.
I feel like it was coming because like I mean when we first saw the series, it like we were all blown away. I mean within our community we're like, yo, this is like the next level of stick figure animation. It's so anime without like being an actual anime. So and
I mean, it got grouped in with a bunch of other anime.
yeah, like
Like, it's funny because like that, when it comes to Final Ride, my whole goal for that was to like finish it by KJ's birthday, and I kid you not, I had only like the first punch in that animation.
Yeah.
By KJ's birthday, that's all I really had done.
Really?
Because I spent so much time on that punch to make it look like that.
Wait, on which
And-
one?
That first big punch when
The
he goes
very
flying,
the
right?
very first, the very like impact frame looking
Dude,
sketchy punch.
I loved that punch. It was like
It's so cool.
including the
And,
sound
like-
effects. I don't know where you got the sounds, but like, oh my god, it's such good sounds.
What?
I mixed
Show
so many sounds
video,
together
I
for that.
demand.
Oh, hey, it's just the Dragoon.
Where the video? Where the video?
Wait, what?
But yeah, after that punch, I was like, okay, now I have to rush the rest of the animation. And that kind of upset me a little bit because like I didn't want KJ to keep waiting for too long. Like the whole animation was just a big surprise to KJ because like voice acting. That's why there's like no voice acting in the beginning, so he wouldn't think there would be voice acting. And
Oh, I got it. Head 10. I got it.
Oh,
I love
thank you. I'm
that.
trying to find it.
This one.
It's like the SpongeBob
Oh, it's
thing when he's
okay.
writing his essay and the T is like hyper detailed.
Yeah.
Okay, gotta do the rest now.
Yeah, this punch, right?
This punch,
yeah,
right?
that one.
Dude, that was
Wow.
so
so
sick.
worth it though.
It
Wow.
was
So
worth it.
worth
Like
it.
I wanted to put that like quality into the whole animation, but I just didn't have the time.
It wasn't
to do
in the
that.
mental budget.
Yeah.
Mental legend, man.
The mental budget.
and then since KJ had got King to help him with the KJ versus Stealth animation, I got King on this animation. And
Well, I will say technically it was actually the reverse. So
was it the reverse?
yeah, KJ versus Stealth was actually King's idea, and I kind of just came in and hey, let me in on this, and we had to rush the hell out of that because King came to me with this 3 days before Stealth's birthday, and he said, "Yeah, bro, we're gonna make a birthday animation." I'm like, okay, I have.
How are you?
I'm here. I work at this point in time. I was working 3 jobs at the same time.
Oh
Just
man.
funnily enough, it wasn't even like full-time hours. It was just like 2 little side jobs
Yeah.
alongside my main job, just because I wanted a bit more hours. But anyway, so it's like, so I've got to do work and then come home from work and work on this animation. And I think the worst part of it was we had to duck Stealth so many times.
I wanted to talk in Discord so
That's
many
so
times, and they just didn't.
And white bag you?
Did you think that they hated you for a while?
Yeah.
I had no idea what was. They just wouldn't really respond to me.
Yeah, we kind of had to ignore him because we were in grind mode. We were like, we cannot take a break because if we get in this call with Stealth, he's gonna want to watch something, play something.
yeah.
We don't got time.
Get him the old white
Yeah.
bag treatment. I don't love you. You're ugly. You're stupid. Go away. We don't want you anymore.
And then at some point, I remember like the night right before his birthday came along, and then he was trying to contact us, and you know, you can kind of tell he was getting a little sad about it because this is like
Aw.
2 days in a row we've basically ignored him.
Yeah.
So now we're here like crunching, almost fucking done this thing. I've got like maybe one scene left. King was just about done. I'm like, you need to stall him, bro. I'm almost there.
Oh my gosh.
It's wild to me.
That's crazy
But-
how like this animation just came from the power of friendship. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to make him laugh. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
why?
And it did, and then it made 100 million people laugh as
It
well.
broke the world at the same time.
Is like this. Like I came into this animation for one goal, really, like animation wise, and that's I wanted to make KJ default dance, and that's why.
Oh yes,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
That was I remember that was like my favorite part of the whole animation. Like I was just the first time I watched it, that shit killed me.
Dude, that killed me. It killed everyone when that happened. It was
Yeah,
like
it
it was
was
like
so
the perfect
funny.
default dance I've ever
was.
seen animated.
And then they had to painstakingly recreate it for a Roblox game.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cosmically funny. It just dominates.
Oh, Stone.
It's just a fun thing to animate. Like now we just look at KJ content as an excuse to animate like Sakuga and stuff like that.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's nice. Now,
I mean,
I
yeah, it's
remember there was a time when you guys kept saying, like, nope, this is the final one. There's not going to be another one after this. Like, the Collab was supposed to be the last one, right?
No. Well,
No,
from
because
what
at the end there is a little teaser at the end where KJ is still
Ah.
alive. So
Yeah.
Oh, so it ends when KJ's dead?
The
I
end?
think-
Question mark?
I think KJ Kills Day was, if I were to guess,
Oh,
was
yeah.
probably supposed to be the last one. But then me and King made one.
yeah, that was
Ah.
supposed to be the last one because he beat the slap guy. So
Yeah.
what else was there?
And then me and King were just like, hey, actually, there's a little more I can add to the story. So
Yeah, I kinda
then we
wanna
made
know more
one,
about
and then Stealth made Final Ride, and that was supposed to be the last one. But now we're making the real last one.
yeah.
Quote unquote.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
that's
no.
being actively worked on.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Like
That's-
the concept
The-
art, the whole script for
Yeah,
it's pretty
the
much
script
is done.
the script has been done. We have some amount of storyboards, but there is another project we're kind of working on first.
Yeah.
So,
Oh
but it is
wait,
being worked on.
I did have a question about like the dubbing because they speak Japanese
Yeah.
in the original, and I was like, wait, did you get like actual like Japanese voice actors for this series?
Sora the troll.
Yeah,
He voiced it.
dude, it sounds so
What?
good.
Sounds so good.
I like when I found him on Fiverr, I was like,
Yeah.
this is perfect. And then I realized it was Sora later when I found him again on YouTube.
That's so funny.
So he does such a good job with the Japanese. I mean, like I don't speak Japanese, so I can't really tell what's good or bad, but like it was pretty
It
good.
feels right. It's more of the,
It's-
if you don't understand it, it's more of the feeling, and he nails it.
Stealth
Yeah.
random thing. I feel like what you had when you like hired Sora and then realized it was Sora is pretty much what I had when I challenged you to a duel and realized who you actually were. Because it was only after you accepted my duel request that I'm like, oh, this is the guy who animated the owls.
Yeah.
The owl guy.
This
Oh,
is the
yeah.
owl guy.
Oh my god. Speaking of owls,
What
okay,
a beautiful
'cause-
transition.
yeah, dude, this is perfect.
That's great.
I
got
want
you.
to talk about Average Owl series because that was my original like when I first noticed Stealth was the Average Owl series. Just these two random dancing owls. I mean, they almost remind me of you guys, Stealth and KJ. They're always next to each other, chilling as friends. In such a random series of them just I don't even know, it's like vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
And I
vibes.
really enjoyed it because it was entertaining, it was out of the box, and also there wasn't fighting, there's no fighting.
Yeah, which
Right.
is really
Yeah.
uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
So yeah, where did that kind of come from, the Average Owl series?
It is such a weird origin story. Well, I
can't even
guess
imagine.
I guess first off, I could say that like I do dance a little bit, and I've always been a fan of synced animations. So That
Yes,
was
sir.
like the base for it. But what actually started the average series was there is this meme. I don't think this is like friendly to put on the thing, but it's like
Oh,
there was this
Put it
meme, and this made me laugh.
I can't even read that.
Wait, hold on. I gotta zoom in. Wait.
Oh my god.
Ooh, can I
Oh
get
wait.
Can I put it on stream?
What? Wait, what?
Can I put this on?
No, you can't. No, you can't put that on stream.
Ah,
Yeah,
come
no, you
on.
can't.
Damn.
Let's just say
What?
Wait,
it's
can
a
y'all like
play-
can y'all like censor it? Someone censor it.
It's a
I
play.
mean-
It's a play on the Tootsie Roll commercial.
Yeah.
And it involves an owl.
No, you don't need to say anything else.
I
all I
can't
got.
believe. I can't, dude. I can see your character's face on this meme. Like, what?
It's so funny.
Yeah,
How old?
okay.
Hey, the
So-
sassy owl image, those characters, they look familiar. How old is this? Because like it looked familiar to
Okay.
me.
This is as much as we get.
Yeah,
It's so
okay.
zoomed out.
Nah, zoom it in a little bit. Zoom it in a little bit.
Okay, that's as much
They
as
have to
we
see
get.
the face. They have to see the face, dude. It looks exactly
Okay.
like that.
Is that good?
Look at
You
the-
can make out the
Yeah.
face. You can make out the face.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Like when I
Yeah.
started, I just used that as reference, and like, yeah, that's pretty much exactly what the early owls look like.
That's so
That's
funny.
so funny.
But that was only half of the story. The other half, have you guys ever watched like the Gamer Poop series on YouTube
I have not.
No.
from like Manslayer or like Machinima, I think is what it was uploaded on. There was a Skyrim one, and they put like a dancing animation over one of the Skyrim characters, and it was called like the Skyrim Shuffle.
Oh man, I need to look that up. We have to. we have to
Between
find it.
flames.
Yeah.
So there's a dance that they did on
Yeah.
Gamer
when-
Poop Skyrim.
Here, I'll this
I
is
love how
specifically
layered this
the
is.
one.
This is so layered.
Yeah, this is insane.
Really?
Like the lore is crazy.
Yeah.
It goes so deep. What the?
Oh, this video.
Yeah,
I remember.
you'll
No
notice that the
way.
dance he
Take a
does
step
is the
back.
same dance that the owls do.
No way. Oh no way.
Wait, there's no way, dude.
This is.
Is that one
brings
right
me
there?
back. Oh my god.
No way.
But yeah,
My mind is being blown over and over.
That's wild.
but yeah, that's how the dance came to be, and I think it would be funny if I put this owl head over a character and make him do that dance,
Wow.
and then that's what my first owl YouTube video was.
What? The heck?
Art imitates art.
That's so weird, dude.
And then the story behind like the actual first average animation, the average day, is that it's just filled with inside jokes between me and one of my other friends.
Really?
And the whole thing is just inside jokes that just make me laugh. That's all it really is. Like if it
That's
makes me
so
laugh,
funny.
I'm gonna put it into the animation.
Wow. You know, the series
Perfection.
is successful. Do you? I dressed up as the blue sassy owl for
There's
Halloween
one
one year.
No way.
Are you kidding me,
When
dude?
I was
What
in
is
high school,
happening?
like freshman year of high school or something.
I did not.
Me
know
and my
this.
friend did a collaborative Halloween costume getup where I dressed up as the blue one and then he dressed up as the red one.
What?
Yeah, and we literally all we did was just do the same dances across the street. It's
Did you,
like we
you
were.
have like? Did you have like a hyper realistic like owl mask?
No, I drew the owl mask and then like just
Oh.
strung it onto my face.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
to
great.
draw a straight line from you doing that in real life to the Skyrim poop video we just saw
Yeah.
is very funny.
Yeah, it is.
but yeah, like
Wow.
the one thing that like I really do like about the average series is that like it's a break from all the fighting stuff, and that's why
It is.
I like
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just just more funny and just dancing, and I really like animating dancing. It's just that it's it gets tedious.
Oh yeah, it is.
So like when I
mean,
get tired of that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back and animate a fighting thing.
yeah.
Yep.
That's,
But it's like yeah, I just and like the reason like the time between them got way longer. Like the first two, I think I made with like within a month of each other, or even shorter. But like the more I made, like naturally, like I improved a little bit. So I would want to make the dances better,
Yeah.
and then I wanted to focus like on the dancing more, and it just came to a point where I was making these animations and the dances just took a lot of effort to do, and I have to spend a lot more time on the dances because like that's the main focus of the animation.
it's hard. It's hard. I
Yeah.
mean, I've tried animating dances, and like you got to use reference, and it has to look like that dance, which is really hard to do with stick figures because
Yeah, I
I
use
imagine
myself as
knowing-
reference.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But I realized that like I had made a mistake when I made Average Pirates. The dance battle in that animation, it was I did that at 30 FPS on all single frames.
Oh,
Oh my
gross.
gosh.
why
Yuck.
would you do that?
Oh, you hate yourself. That's
You
cool, I guess.
hooligan.
But after that, I found the perfect in between at like 27 FPS, where it could
What?
still look a bit smoother. And
Is
I
24
don't
not
have-
good enough for you?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
well,
no, it is not.
What? Wait, so is all of your animations are 26 or 27?
No, like after Average Pirates, it was 27, I think.
That's
uh,
wild. Every animation of yours is 27 now.
27? That's so,
Why?
That's so random.
specific.
I don't know. It's just the middle ground between 30 and 24.
I guess.
Hey, whatever works, man.
Huh.
Uh,
Interesting.
yeah,
This is kind of random, but someone in the chat donated $2 asking about the bees.
Oh, the bees.
There was
Those.
a super chat we missed earlier also.
Oh, dude, okay,
Yeah.
we'll go.
We'll get to the
We'll get
supers,
through
yeah.
super
Yeah.
chats later, but since you've already
Yeah.
asked,
But the bees, those were not my characters. Those are another YouTuber's characters. Their name is Euphily. They had made like a I'm a bee little short animation thing on Twitter, and of just a bee twerking to the song. And I asked her, I was like, can I take your bees and like make a longer version of this? And she was
Can I
like, yeah,
have
go
your
ahead.
Hey,
and that's how I.
awesome.
Listen, can I have your bees, please?
The funny thing is this video made me salty because I was making this and I'm like, this is somebody else's characters, and I'm like, this is the type of thing that like blows up, and then it did, and I'm like,
Yeah.
That sucks. The stuff you make does well. Ah!
Oh man.
Because,
that's so
um,
relatable.
Somehow, this video is your most viewed video on your channel. Like, on top of all the
Yeah.
KJ
Got
stuff,
7 million.
Yep.
it's still this bee video, and it's so random.
It was
That's
fun to
like-
make though. I made that like in a day. It was just
Oh my god.
I mean, it's good.
it's
Like-
so
like-
good.
It's funny
Yeah.
in a way because it's like it's almost like off-brand. Like,
It is.
Oh,
is
yeah,
very
no,
off-brand.
it's so
This
weird
is
when you release
this is the owl guy, and his most viewed video is about bees.
I'm a bee.
No, the one rule of the internet I have learned is you can spend months, years even on a project, and it will get like it gets some views. It'll be all right, but then you will spend like a day on one shit post, and it will become what you're known for.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be your
That
most
is very
viewed
common.
project.
Most
Yep.
viewed videos on my channel didn't take any more than 3 days to make.
Write that down. Somebody write that down.
And I guess
The what I want to say the two most viewed videos, because the third most viewed video is Kenji versus Pish, which I wish wasn't the third most viewed video on my channel, to be honest, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
yeah, I will say like the last thing I want to say about like the average series is that like I do all the early animations, they are straight ahead. There was like no planning involved.
Oh wow.
And especially with the dances like that. That was fun to do, but that's also why it took a little bit because I came up with the dances on the spot.
Oh,
But,
really?
I tried making like storyboards and stuff for like Average Pirates, but I only did like maybe 3 panels, and then the rest was just the storyboards just look so funny too. They were made crudely in like MS Paint or something, and they just look very funny. But yeah, but I don't do that anymore. I plan ahead.
It's still one of my favorite series. I mean, I think
It's
average.
so unique.
Yeah, I think average Owl series will still be ahead of all the KJ stuff in my opinion,
Mm,
because it's just so chill. I just love the style and the
yeah,
inside jokes and everything.
it's real fun to do, and especially the abnormal series because I just get to mess up my
Oh,
animation.
yeah, pull that up.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
normal
dude, the
videos.
production in those are insane, man.
Normal Sarah.
No. There's a funny story to how those started.
What?
I was
Because how do you explain this? Go ahead.
What is that?
Exfoliate. Cramp.
I-
Got you.
Oh my god.
It's so weird, dude. Like,
What's happening?
This is
what
like,
is that scorpion?
This is like my favorite part right here.
Candyland.
When he picks him up, this was like my favorite joke in this anime. He just
Oh my god.
But yeah. It started the abnormal series actually started with the second animation first.
Yeah.
In high school, I had my digital design class, and it was a very chill class. Like my
I'm sorry.
my teacher really
Yeah, it's the bee.
What?
It's the bee.
oh my god, my teacher really enjoyed my animations. That he would play them in front of the whole class, and
Yeah.
that was embarrassing. But I was making average competition one day, and I was showing my friends, and she was like, "You should like add some memes in this." And I started
Some
adding
memes.
memes into it. So and I had fun doing it. So I just messed up the other ones as well.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Yeah, it's special, dude, because you can tell that you guys had fun doing it, and that's one of the reasons why I love Endo's animation so much, because like you can tell like he just put in fart jokes and butt jokes.
Yeah, whatever sounds funny, like
Yeah,
in the moment.
doesn't care,
Yeah.
like he just does it.
Exactly.
Man, I got the same energy and mindset with the Boogie series.
Yeah,
It's
the
just-
boogie series.
It's just so fun. You just don't care,
Oh,
and
dude,
it turns
do
out
that.
great.
And was it the Gilda Guys Coconut series?
Oh, yeah,
it's all the same, man. It's really fun.
Oh, man.
Oh man, my stomach.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay, so moving forward a little bit. Get it? I would like to talk about.
But they don't even know the joke yet.
Oh my god.
Okay, I can't even get through it. So you guys have a studio, and it is the Forward Studio.
Yes.
Now the joke makes sense for everyone else. So how did the studio start, and what is your goal behind the studio?
Well, started pretty simply. I just wanted to make a studio with my friends. I would say it started with one of my other friends first, but she isn't really much of an animator. She's more into art. But on the topic of because animation is my passion, and I don't see myself doing anything different. Like literally, I can't go if animation was not in my life. I don't know what I would be doing right now. I would be having like withdrawals. Really, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I wanted to just make just cool animations and stuff, and I do have this series called Infinite Blade, and I
waiting for
really
that.
want to make that, and that's been on hold I've tried to start it so many times, but I'm like, this isn't it. This doesn't feel right, and then I would put it on hold again. But I wanted to start a studio, and then I had asked KJ about it, and he said he pretty much shares the same dream. So
There you go.
it's kind of just like a co-founder thing. Like, we want to start a studio just to make some cool animations and stuff, and that's pretty much how it started.
So how many people do you have in your team right now?
4.
Yeah,
Four?
just 4 of us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it used to be called Night Owl Studio.
it did.
Why the name
brand.
change?
I actually, I believe I was the one who suggested we should change the name. Mostly because I did a little bit of Google perusing and I found like multiple other Night Owl
Oh, yeah,
studios.
that's
so
smart.
I was like,
That's smart.
so I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is not gonna work.
Yeah.
The 4 does feel a bit better, especially since there's
Yeah.
4 of us. But it's not. I doubt it's going to be that way forever.
Yeah, it's funny though because I remember when it was first started off as Night Owl with just Stealth and the other friend that was mentioned. I think he announced it in like a stream because I remember being in that stream for starters. And I think one thing that I remembered because it led to me kind of, I guess, showing an interest to Stealth and kind of being part of the whole thing was I remember seeing somebody in the chat be like, "Oh, what about KJ? Is he going to be in there?" And I'm just like,
Of course, of course.
Naturally.
I would kind of just sit there like, well, I mean, I've never been invited, but I was like, I mean, I've always kind of wanted to have a studio too. So I mean, shit, this kind of works out.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I mean, that's kind of how the dojo started. You know, it was just a group of friends, and I was like, hey, you know, maybe we should start something like a dojo and do some studio stuff. And that's how the dojo studio kind of came to light and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it always starts kind of like that. You know, it's a group of friends, and who knows? It could be something really big and professional down the road. So
Yeah. But yeah, so we are 4 people. We've got 3 animators and 1 artist/writer.
Yeah. It
Right on.
consists of me, KJ, King, and our friend Akira.
cool.
And what we're watching right now, is this the first project for the studio, King Cross?
In a sense, yes.
Essentially, yeah. It was
Okay.
it was us to test how we would work, together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess, well, I mean, it's a pretty simple story behind this one. There was a Dojo Duels event. It was the King Cross World event, hosted by, I forget the name.
I forget it too.
Was it Faye or Max?
I apologize, especially if they're in the stream. I feel terrible. Hold on. Can I find? I know we messaged this person. I think Stealth did way more recently than me, though. I can't.
Oh wait, I think.
Anyway.
Yeah, hold on. You talk. I'll look
Wait,
for
wasn't it Max or was it Faye? It had to have been either of them.
Might have been one of them.
It may have been Max.
It was probably Max.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was
I
Max.
think it was Max. So there was the whole King Cross event, and pretty much the event kind of like encouraged people to make group entries.
Yes.
And so Stealth King and I were like, well, this is our time. We're gonna
Perfect.
come in and we're gonna win. And that was the goal.
Isn't there like a funny
And,
thing with how we
and sure
started
enough,
that?
we did win. So
Didn't I like come to you guys and I was like, hey guys, we should do King Cross or something?
oh yeah, you threatened King's family, and then you just came to me and you were like, "Hey, you're doing King Cross," and then I was like, "Are you doing King Cross?" And you were like, "Yeah, I am." And then I'm like, "Okay, then I'm not doing it." Or no, sorry, that wasn't King Cross. That was Stuntman 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
you guys did
I
do
guess
it
a little
free
fun
to
fact for
join.
you, Hatena. Yes, Stealth did come to me and said, "You're doing Stuntman 3," and then I said, "Are you doing Stuntman 3?" He's like, "Yeah, I am." And they're like, "Then no, I'm not. Fuck you." And then I did Stuntman 3. So
That's so cool. We have to feature this, by the way. This is not featured yet. We gotta feature this.
But yes, he did still come up to the group. He's like, "Hey guys, we're doing King Cross. This is it. We're doing it." So I was just like, "Okay."
We got lucky with that extension. We would not have finished in time.
We did. Oh my god. So
I mean, yeah.
two little fun things is originally this animation was actually going to be labeled, because there was the whole like King Cross's what do I call them?
The hired soldier.
Yeah, like the
I forget
higher
what they're actually
soldiers.
called.
I forget the name. The word Vanguard comes to mind, but that's not what they were called. But anyway, it's pretty much like his more like higher up officers. He had like a few of them, and they were supposed to be pretty much like
Duelist level.
Yeah, they were supposed to be like duelist level opponents. And our original plan was to actually include one of them in the animation and have our three duelists fight this character. We did not have enough time for that. So that's why he's just a teaser at the end of the animation. And even cutting him out, we would not have finished in time if not for the fact that this thing got extended twice.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I made a mistake with this animation, making there be so many soldiers outside. I should not have.
Oh,
done that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, like this entry is awesome. It's like
And
It's
for
all
me,
right.
For me, it was pretty tough to finish because I was actually in my animation school while we were working on this. And
Oh, wow.
I was also at the same time working on my grad project. So
God,
doing both of these at the same time was not fun. But it got well. I mean, it was fun in a way. I very much enjoyed making my part of it, but it
turned
got
out
stressful
well.
at times.
yeah, look at that.
I love it.
Yeah,
So
it's a
currently,
good
this
one.
was released a little while ago. Do you guys have any future plans / projects that are occurring right now for Forward Studio?
Oh yeah, definitely. We
plenty.
got the finale to this that we are working on.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Where you see the very gracious prize for winning the competition was more animation work.
That's smart. I like that. That's smart.
It was so you get the standard like Dojo duel type rewards of like X amount of rice. I think it was like I think we got like 15 each.
Yeah, and then like the gems, the
And then
Searites,
there was
I
the
think.
gems and stuff, the Searites. And then the winners also get the opportunity to animate the official ending to the event, which is what our next project currently is.
Yep.
It's going to be a long one, I tell you what.
How long?
Dang.
Hard to give like a proper length, but I can say it's in the 20-minute range.
Yeah, up
Oh
to 20
my
minutes.
gosh, dude.
That's so crazy to me. 20 minutes? Holy.
Congrats on
wouldn't do
winning.
so
Now
much.
make a 20-minute
Yeah.
animation.
Congratulations. Now you get to
I
make a
feel
sequel.
so bad.
Wow.
I feel
Thank
so
you.
Hey, we
And
picked this
shot
for ourselves.
in the foot. we did this to ourselves. We
We
were under
did?
no obligations
Oh
to
my-
make the
hey,
ending,
hey, don't
like, notably
Yeah,
longer
it's
than
so
our
funny.
original entry.
But it'll be fun though. Like the storyboards and stuff we have for it, it's definitely gonna be worth it. But
Yep.
That's super exciting.
Yeah, can't wait to see it.
and aside from that, after that we have the final KJ animation.
Yes,
That's
sir.
gonna be
Hell yeah.
around for the people that Dodo around the same length. So
Oh,
really?
really?
Wow.
Yes, Forward Studio. We got 2 20-minute animations coming your way.
Yo,
Dang.
are you taking any more members? Or are you just guys gonna be slaving
Yeah.
away for the next 5 years?
Well, what is animation if not suffering? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. We
No.
mistakenly called it the 4-word studio. We should have thought of like the 37-word studio or something.
Yeah.
We can't have any more people,
Huh.
man. It's part of the name.
Yeah,
maybe one day.
we may have hurt ourselves a little bit by putting a set number in our studio name. Mistakes might have been made.
This is the 4 people only studio. We're not very forward thinking, unfortunately.
We're only allowed to outsource it.
Four people only.
But yeah, with that one, I don't think we're going to get any other help on that since that was only an inside joke between us. So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after that, it's the Infinite Blade stuff, and not just Infinite Blade, because KJ had his own series too, and that's being incorporated into that. So it's
Yeah.
going to be under a different name that's not Infinite Blade, because that name doesn't really apply anymore.
And my series would also pretty much needed a rename. So there was a thing that was like, because each of our series kind of uses at least a character from the other. we were trying to make the timelines kind of connect a little bit, and it was getting a little complicated to figure out, like, okay, well, how does the timeline work if, like, my series does this and then my series does this? So somewhat recently we just decided, whatever, they're the same series now.
Very good. I like that.
There you go.
You're the boss. You can do it. You know.
Yeah. So
You make it up as you go.
What I was planning to be my series is pretty much just season 2 of whatever we're gonna name the larger series.
Yeah. And that is a lifetime project. That is
much.
That's gonna be for as long as we can make it.
yeah.
Nice.
But naturally, we're going to do like like smaller, short animations whenever we can.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, damn. Good luck to you guys. I mean, the passion is there, and the ambitions are even bigger.
Yeah.
And the lore is so deep. We have to do this again and again. We need to have an active log of this to keep it updated at this point.
Honestly, I feel like I could go over the origins like multiple times until the end of days, and then probably have new details that I forgot.
Yeah, I'm hoping all the Roblox people will get the info from this podcast and
They're
use it
taking
for
notes
your-
right now.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Take your notes. There is a quiz at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, there is. There will be. Thank you. Yeah.
Who
I was
is
gonna remind you
KJ
of
and
the
what did
quiz.
he do?
All right.
Speaking of which, shall we look at our featured animation while
Yes.
we call
Yes, we
questions from the
should.
audience?
Yes. Before we get into the featured animation, though, just want to tell everyone who's watching this live, if you have a question, please feel free to drop your questions in either in chat or there's that little question bubble. Feel free to use that or leave it in chat. Either or, we'll ask some questions after we review a couple featured animations this time.
Ooh.
They're kind of more so announcements for projects coming up. They're both trailers.
Exciting.
I love it.
I am in both of these, so care about them.
Oh, I don't care.
Put your
I
care
have no
glasses
bias.
on.
I have no bias, but
Put
care
your care
about
goggles
them.
on. But
So
care
first of
about
all,
them.
from our producer behind the scenes here, Loonsar, is releasing a collab January next year called Freefall Collab 3. If it's the first two, you know what to expect. This one's just going to be even more of that. And
I think
man,
I'm in
everyone
this
has
one.
been cooking. You are in this
Oh,
one.
away? Dang.
Yeah.
Pardon me. But
I'll
I've
link
been
what you've seen
watching.
before.
I've been watching this progress, the production.
Oh my
of this.
I
god,
love
TJB's
from-
3D, dude.
Oh
it's
man,
great.
everyone's been popping off for no reason.
It's so
It's so.
it's so
cool.
smooth. I'm getting motion sickness,
Oh,
and that's a good thing. Whoa.
Dang, everyone's just like rotating their cameras now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
chill. So, like,
God.
As soon as production for this collab started, everyone started going as hard as possible. No questions asked.
we got
If they weren't
Oh my
asked to.
God.
There were no expectations set. People just started going hard.
Ooh,
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
look what it
damn.
is. De Niro.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh,
Keen.
but look at that.
Dang,
It's
dude.
just
Everyone
so
has a
many-
drone to shoot their cameras.
Read it.
I am looking forward to
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And it's like, Loonsar, if you want to unmute for a second, how long is this one expected to be?
Like 12, 15 minutes.
Damn.
Let's go. Let's
Dang.
That's
We broke the fourth
lengthy
wall,
co-
too.
And like it's
Yeah.
it's all consistently. Yeah.
go. Yeah, where is he
It's-
though?
He's behind the camera.
I'm in your mind.
No, but it's all consistently this good. I can speak for it. I am so hyped for this to come out. When this releases, I'm
Yeah,
going to be
same.
watching it on repeat.
Definitely a
Super
good way to
exciting.
start the new year. You know what I'm saying?
Free Fall 3.
Oh, yeah. And then also in January, we have another collab of a similar style coming out, hosted by Shabani, called To Catch a Butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly. Yeah, dude. I've seen so many people making parts for this.
I know.
Yeah. I joined, I don't know when I joined, but I joined. There was a point to make there.
And I made it.
There was a point. I don't know what point that was, but yeah.
You did make it. It worked.
But yeah.
Right.
And yeah, I don't think we could play the music for either of these, unfortunately, but both quality.
I love these like really chill themes, you know, just
Yeah.
falling, catching butterflies, you know.
Really
Yeah.
chill, such as falling to your death.
This generation's so
Yeah.
soft. What the hell?
Yeah,
Oh,
nobody.
this is not chill. It's not chill.
Immediately.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
yo!
dude.
Oh, yeah. So like there's like
Right?
3 of these collabs going on in production at the same time. And these 2 are about to release in January. So I'm super hyped for that.
That's really cool.
Exorthene's part, dude. Oh.
Oh
It's
man.
gonna be the year of like non-fighting stick figures. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let's do it.
That looks really nice.
It
Beautiful.
does indeed.
Let it play once more. But yeah, so Freefall 3 and To Catch a Butterfly released in January.
Very cool. Can't wait
You
for
love to
that.
see it.
Very nice. All right.
Alrighty.
Okey-doke. So now we're going to get into
Questions.
some questions.
For some
On the document, let's see.
We got some donations. I think.
We do. Go over the donations while I copy more of these questions.
We got a $5. What's that? Canadian money?
Yeah.
That is Canadian money.
5
Canadian
Canadians.
money.
Canadians.
Canadians.
By Matthew, who says, "Ask KJ about Kenji's demo, the greatest animation."
So, first of all, Matthew, you're a piece of shit. But
Whoa!
Wow.
Hey, yo!
Hey,
I do know this person. Yeah, no, he likes to tease me about Kenji's demo because it is one of my, like the oldest animations on my channel. So as you might
Of
imagine,
course.
it doesn't quite age that well. It is also just something I get memed on a lot because fun little fact, I restarted that demo like 15 times
Oh.
before I finally just said fuck it, this is the version we're doing.
That's what's up.
I also remember like I changed aspects of Kenji every like a few of the times as well. Like originally his weapon was like a dual-sided scythe, then it was a spear, then it was a sword, and then I didn't like the way that it was animated, so I changed that, and then I like changed some of his powers, and it was a whole thing. I restarted it many times.
I know tons of people that have changed up like all the time. It's just the growing pains of you don't having an OC.
Yeah, I've been changing this character like to this day. I think I finally finalized this character.
That's good.
Damn.
All right. Next question. By Just the Dragoon. I'll just tag you so you can find my question more than you. Oh, my question for KJ: how did you get? What was I saying? Sorath? Or no, Sora the troll to voice KJ the animation.
That's a question for Stealth, actually. Not really.
Yeah. That and it's a very simple answer. I found him on Fiverr.
Fiverr.
And
I
there's
know they
really
have-
not much more to that.
Shout out to Fiverr, guys.
Yep. Shout out to Fiverr.
Hey man, if you got $5, you can get some
It's
Japanese
yeah. There you go.
voice actors.
I like this next question.
All right, am I reading these questions or?
So
just
I've
keep
been
going?
going through filtering through some of these. You can go ahead and do another, and I'll take over.
Miffy asks, I'm focusing on my Duelist demo, but it's hard trying to focus animating it, I think. Any tips on Duelist demos?
Have you tried restarting it 15 times?
Yeah.
Worked for me.
Revisit your inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know one thing that keeps me motivated when it comes to animation is just think about the cool thing that you get to animate, and that kind of gets you through the tedious thing that you have to animate.
That's how I made Quick Beatdown 3.
I know.
So the
I know,
advice is start over.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Do it
Hey
again.
man, it served me well. Even my
Yeah.
even the King Cross part, I actually restarted my part during that.
He did.
Start over.
I know when Mikkel was animating for McWizard, he animated everything out of order. So he animated like all the fun action scenes first,
Smart.
and then he kind of just like pieced it together. So if that's something that might help you, just work on the fun stuff, and then just worry about the boring stuff later.
I like that.
That would be one way to do it. Also, having like a planned out animation helps a lot too.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
it does. Storyboarding, even just like not even storyboarding, but like just writing down bullet points of ideas, and then
Yeah,
That's my
ordering
favorite.
them. Yeah, that's what I do.
Just mapping it out with like little dash marks, and just like throw an idea on the paper and let it simmer, and then you can kind of frame everything off of it.
Yeah,
It works pretty good.
All right. Mr. Quackster asks, will you guys make tutorials?
that is a good question.
Who are you asking in particular?
I guess
think
both of us.
anyone here.
So a funny thing is, I actually have made like a tutorial. I don't know if it was more than one, but I've made at least one before.
Okay.
And the funny thing was, it was about eye trails, which I like never do. But apparently back then I thought it was a thing to make a tutorial on, and then I just never did. I never used the technique again.
Hey, well,
I-
at least it's out there.
But that
don't-
was not on my channel, so you're not. Good luck finding that.
personally,
used
I don't think I would be too good at making tutorials.
Me neither.
I wouldn't mind like letting people watch me animate, but like actually making a tutorial is something I feel like is out of my,
It's hard.
skill
Dude, I've
range.
tried. Yeah, it's
You've
kinda hard.
succeeded, Jan. There's a lot
You've
of people.
succeeded, bro.
Yeah,
Your
you have.
No,
your
dude.
tutorials have
I-
gotten a lot of people
Do
started.
you know how many times I went back to your tutorial?
No, dude, I always start and then I just stop making them after like 2 episodes. I gotta keep them going, because I have so much.
But
more
they're
that
still
shit.
very useful. I'd say
Yeah.
even when
Oh,
I'm
man.
introducing anyone to Flash or Animate, I'd usually point them to your tutorials. But even without anyone pointing anyone to them, when people just find them, you translate your information very well, very efficiently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very easy to follow.
It is indeed.
If
So
you want-
shut up and take the compliment for this
Hey,
one.
but if you want complete tutorials, go to Alan Becker. 'Cause he has
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah,
finished
Alan Becker's a good one,
Yeah.
especially for the 12 principles.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
whenever anybody asks me about getting into animation, I always send them to like the 12 principles, or I send them to your tutorials.
Yeah.
All right.
Go.
Pellet Paw asks, where do you get your inspiration for scenes or hand-to-hand? I guess for action scenes.
Well, you see, I watch way too many action media. It's all just
That's everyone
embedded
here.
in the brain at this point. It's just like, there are times where I'll go to a certain thing for specific inspiration. So the most recent animation I made, I did take heavy inspiration from Jujutsu Kaisen, as well as The Matrix. So
So live action films too.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah, I do like that.
I usually take a lot of mine from like anime as well, and I mean that's pretty much what the KJ series is. It's just how many references can I fit into this animation?
Yeah.
I believe, Delta Dio3 donated $2 saying, she's holding me at gunpoint. Please answer.
I saw
No.
what the question
Yeah.
he is.
What
referring
was
to
the
first.
question?
No,
We don't
no,
have it.
Delta, I am not single.
What?
Oh, man. All right. Glad we got it out of the way.
He paid money to ask Delph if he's single.
Loonsar asks, IDK if I missed this part of the stream, but any plans to continue the average/abnormal series?
Oh, 100%. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
like I don't know if anybody really references this anymore, but the average anime intro one that I did with the A Cruel Angel Thesis song,
Yes.
that spoils the first season of the average series. So if you want to watch that, that tells you like what the animations are going to be in order. So
Ooh.
I am currently working on the next average animation, and then after that, it's going to be the next season. But I really only plan to have 2 seasons of this series. But it's going to have some pretty deep lore that I don't really think anybody is going to expect. So I can't wait to do that.
Can't wait for it.
Interesting.
I'm hyped for the excessive lore.
Yeah, people watching the current stuff are like, you know what? It's okay, I guess. I just wish that the lore was like more niche and deeper, you know?
All right. Oh, we got two more donations and a message from Lunsar. Yang donates $5 and with no comment. And
Hey, let's go, Yang.
Matthew Erskine donated $2 saying, "Is KJ single?" That got 8 likes. And Lunsar,
8 likes immediately. Just
yeah. And I didn't even know you could like.
Well, answer the
super chats.
question.
well, why do you sound so invested? Anyway, the answer to the question is yes, I am.
And Lunsar added the note, "What is going on with what is with these people?"
It's a good question.
It is a good question.
Great question.
Sorry, I'm looking through some of these.
Matthew, I swear to God.
All right, Matthew doesn't get any more questions.
Yeah, no more questions. Right? He's cut off.
Stick Animations asks, "How did you meet Hyun's dojo?" And now I don't know if this means Hyun the person or the community, but
No, Hyun's Dojo the person.
yeah,
Yeah, I actually met Hyun's Dojo the person the other day.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
The sentient building. Personally, I don't know how I found Hyun's Dojo. I just think at some point I just came across the website. I really have no recollection of how I actually found the website.
What?
I know. I don't know how I exactly discovered. No, actually, I think it was like I think there was like a little promotional video that came out around the time because Stick Page was dying.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on Stick Page. I had an RHG character and everything. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, at some point I saw. I bet you did.
I said I didn't.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, I think I had seen the little like intro type video to Hyun's Dojo that was released, and I was like, oh well, let me pull up over there. And then I went over there, and then I made a duelist.
That's cool. That's so cool. I'm glad you guys did.
All right, we'll do 2 more and then we'll call it. We got a question from Tankum to Stealth and Kilojoule. Does KJ know how to bust a groove with the owls? If not, how would it hypothetically go?
What?
I think the owls are probably better dancers than KJ. I won't lie to you.
Prove it.
Yeah, probably. Right now, stand up and dance right now.
Why
Okay, no. Next actual question from Nextfield Content. Question for Kilojoule and Stealth. What animation inspired you to animate?
Oh, we answered that earlier.
Oh,
but,
did you? I was not paying attention, apparently.
Just to reiterate, I suppose mine was a Pivot Pro 333 animations, like the Dragon Ball Z animations and stuff like that, along with some Zeta Brand and Turquoise, and you know.
Yeah, mine was Pivot Fight. Good luck finding which one.
I was Stick Animation
and as well as Shock 2 in particular, which was funny because as I look back on the Shock series, Shock 3 has come to become my favorite. But
yeah,
I don't know what it was at the time. At the time, Shock 2 was the one that really resonated.
That
with me.
brought Shock 1 and Shock 2 brought. Besides Unbalanced, Shock 1 and 2 brought the most people into animation than I think any other period of time for fluid animes, at least.
Oh yeah, that brought me into
a
animation.
huge surge, tremendous surge, because it went big on YouTube, and at the time YouTube was barely anything at all, but it was starting to build some traction, and it was big on YouTube, and a ton of people came in, so that makes sense.
I saw somebody ask me about my duel with Magnetic. I will just quickly say it's going pretty well. I wrote a script. My script is finished. I am currently doing characters on stuff, and then I will start storyboarding and whatnot.
Very cool.
There you go.
All right. I believe that should do it.
I think I saw Magnetic in here as well, so there's a little update for you, Magnetic, if you're still in here.
What's up, Meg?
Nice. All right.
Are we at the yes? So yes, Stealth. KJ, thank you for coming on the show, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yes, thanks for having us.
It was a pretty great vacation spot.
Yes.
Sent explosions.
Yes, and as always, this is our outro. We're very good at this. Be sure to leave a comment on something you liked on the episode or something you remember from this episode, and join us next week for episode 24 with To Be Determined.
Yes.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We might know. I'm just trying to get confirmation right now.
Could be you.
It could be. Yeah, it could
Reach
be
out.
you. Don't reach out. That'd flood our DMs.
Okay, never mind. We'll come to you.
We'll come to you.
We'll attack. We'll attack.
No. What you should do is go into the comments and let us know who you want to see.
There you go.
Exactly. Okay,
yes.
that's good.
There you go.
Engagement.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks again, guys, for coming to the pod. Wait, what is
What?
Wait.
What?
Wait,
Oh,
what is that?
What
What is that?
that?
Never seen
I
it.
think you're gonna
No,
say-
wait, no.
We can talk about this.